ورتل القرآن ترتيلا.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon you. Cherished viewers, this is the time of the year. The time of the year where in the joy of the fasting, the holy month of Ramadan, we bring you the All African Qur'an Competition. This year is not going to be less of a competition than any of the years that have passed. This year we had over 500 people sending in their entries from across Africa, and we are down to the last bit of them that have been selected by the judges. Today we are going to look at two groups that are going to be judged today. That is Group A and Group B. Each one of them made of 8 participants. So in total, the judges are going to listen to 16 entries and pass their judgments on them. 3 from Group A are going to make it to the next round. Likewise, 3 from Group B are going to make it to the next round. From 6 to be selected today, and it is going to be done through the judges. And you at home as well, I know, as always, you'll be listening and picking your favorites. It is a family time for some of you. It is a time where you come together to seek the blessings of Allah by listening to the Holy Qur'an. And it is that time of the year, that time of the month, where you follow keenly all the processes of this competition. So without much ado, let me introduce to you the judges who would help us and who have already helped us to get to this stage of the competition. To my immediate left is Hafiz Yunus Omotayo Sahib from Nigeria. Hafiz Sahib, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Welcome back on the competition.
InshaAllah, it's a pleasure.
And next to him is Hafiz Mubashir Ahmed Sahib, who is also a known face on this competition. Hafiz Sahib, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yes, we have the last judge in the person of Hafiz Ayatul Rahman, not an unknown person to MTA, but he's a new face when it comes to the Quran competition, a new judge. Hafiz Sahib, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Well, so as I've gone through the recap of the groups, the first group of people are in the persons of Ariyo Fadlul Muqsit, Ali Saleh Hassan from Tanzania, Olasupo Abdul Qahar from Benin, Muhammad Zakaria from Nigeria, Mir Hasham Ahmed from Sierra Leone, Hamza Ochin from Uganda, and Abubakar Farhan from Ghana. Judges, are you ready for us to kick it started? MashaAllah. Well, okay, so dear viewers at home, you can also send in your comments to the number that will be displayed on your screen. But as we said, we have 16 entries to listen to, and the judges are all poised, all ready for the task, the Herculean task, for that matter, ahead of them. So without much ado, let's listen to the very first of the entries in the person of Ariyo Fadlul Muqsit from Nigeria.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان.
To say the least, I'll say that the stage is set aright for this competition. That was a wonderful recitation from Ariyo Fadlul Muqsid Sahib from Nigeria. We go to the next person, who is Ali Saleh Hassan from East Africa, from Tanzania to be precise.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان. الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان.
MashaAllah. There is a saying in Tree that agrobesa, if a competition will be very tight, you would recognize it right from the beginning. And definitely this is going to be very, very competitive. The judges are making their judgment, and I can see that they really want to comment. But let's listen to a couple more before I go to the judges. The next person is Olasupo Abdul Qahar from Benin.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله ولتنظر نفس ما قدمت لغد واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون. ولا تكونوا كالذين نسوا الله فأنساهم أنفسهم أولئك هم الفاسقون. لا يستوي لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله وتلك الأمثال نضربها للناس لعلهم يتفكرون.
So beautiful, and even more beautiful that it is coming from a youngster. That was Olasupo Abdul Qahar. Chills sent down my spines. We go to the next person, Bashiruddin Jafar from Ghana. Let's have a listen.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أقم الصلاة لدلوك الشمس إلى غسق الليل وقرآن الفجر إن قرآن الفجر كان مشهودا ومن الليل فتهجد به نافلة لك ومن الليل فتهجد به نافلة لك عسى أن يبعثك ربك مقاما محمودا وقل رب أدخلني مدخل صدق وأخرجني مخرج صدق واجعل لي من لدنك سلطانا نصيرا وقل جاء الحق وزهق الباطل إن الباطل كان زهوقا.
At this moment, there's no other place that I would want to be than to be watching this All African Qur'an Competition, listening to the mighty words of Allah being recited in the most beautiful of ways, most beautiful of voices. That was Bashiruddin Jafar from Ghana, and that was also a superb presentation. Now let me turn to the judges who have been doing their judgment and have been wanting to comment. Hafiz Mubashir Saab, would you want to take the lead?
Assalamu alaikum. MashaAllah, overall, all they did well. Some minor mistakes are there. This Abdul Qahar from Benin, he recited وَلَا تَكُونُوا كَالَّذِينَ نَسُوا اللَّهَ. There is not gap. نَسُوا اللَّهَ. He recited نَسُوا اللَّهَ. So that is mistake. Then أُولَئِكَ. It is أُولَئِكَ. Wa is empty here. أُولَئِكَ.
MashaAllah. According to the Hafs and Asim riwayat, is ulaika and not ulaika. Hafiz Yunus Omata Yasab.
Yeah, mashallah. They are all beautiful recitations, and one has to acknowledge that couples of mistakes one would want to point out, because there's no much time. Let me quickly take one or two of those ones. And then from the brother that recited from Ghana, that is Bashiruddin Jafar Sahib, is pronunciation of nafila talak. Nafila talak, that is idgham munakis. That is not full amalgamation of the two letters, but it has to come with a nasalization. There should be nasal sound, a sound that should come from the nose and the khayshum. So he did not articulate that one very well. And also the qalqala in Siddiq. The dal there is supposed to have be pronounced with a qalqala. That is a sort of agitation. That it should not just be sid, or sid. So that was also one of the mistakes.
Mashallah, you can imagine the details that the judges are going into, such subtleties to bring out. Hafiz, Ayasra.
Yes, Jazakumullah. I would not specify mine to one person, but it would be a general thing I observed. In Tajweed, there's something called at-tanasub, which is proportionality, and also we have this at-taswiyah, which is equalization, and also al-ittisaq, which is coherence. As much as possible, you try to maintain a speed. For example, if you decide to go with mad al-arid li-sukun, you should maintain that. You should not, in a place, make one longer, and at another place, make it shorter. Try to that beautification of it, applying that rule that you have set out to apply to all the rules that follow that, that set. I think that makes the recitation a beautiful one.
MashaAllah, viewers, you'll agree with me that for such a competition, we need judges who are up to the task, and our judges here are very much up to the task. Jazakumullah, judges. We will go back to listen to the next group of entries, starting from Muhammad Zakaria from Nigeria.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أقم الصلاة لدلوك الشمس إلى غسق الليل وقرآن الفجر إن قرآن الفجر كان مشهودا ومن الليل فتهجد به نافلة لك عسى أن يبعثك ربك مقاما محمودا وقل رب أدخلني مدخل صدق وأخرجني مخرج صدق واجعل لي من لدنك سلطانا نصيرا وقل جاء الحق وزهق الباطل إن الباطل كان زهوقا.
Another beautiful presentation. That was from Muhammad Zakaria from Nigeria. From Nigeria, we'll be going to another West African country, which is Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone, and we are going to listen to Mir Hasham Ahmed. Let's have a listen.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان.
MashaAllah, dear viewers, for me it's been very, very entertaining and enlightening. And the fact that these participants are coming from Tanzania, Benin, Ghana, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, the heterogeneous nature of the participation is making it very delightful for the fact that the Jamaat has indeed been well established in all these places, even well established when it comes to the Holy Qur'an. That was another beautiful one from Sierra Leone. And we go next to Uganda, another East African country, and this time we listen to Hamza Uchen.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله ولتنظر نفس ما قدمت لغد واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون ولا تكونوا كالذين نسوا الله فأنساهم أنفسهم أولئك هم الفاسقون لا يستوي أصحاب النار وأصحاب الجنة أصحاب الجنة هم الفائزون لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله وتلك الأمثال نضربها للناس لعلهم يتفكرون.
MashaAllah, I believe a lot of countries are gathered in their numbers. People gathered in various countries listening to the various entries that came from their side. And everybody has done well so far. That was Hamza Ochen from Uganda. Judges, I'll be turning to you, but let's listen to one last entry to bring the Group A to an end from Abubakari Farhan from Ghana.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ولا تكونوا كالذين نسوا الله فأنساهم أنساهم أنفسهم أولئك هم الفاسقون لا يستوي أصحاب النار وأصحاب الجنة أصحاب الجنة هم الفائزون لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله وتلك الأمثال نضربها للناس لعلهم يتفكرون.
MashaAllah, another splendid presentation. And this is from Abu Bakar Farhan from Ghana. At this point, I would want to turn to the judges. Obviously, I do not want to be in your seats because it has to be very difficult to judge and take 3 out of these people who have all performed so well. That is all that we have for the Group A. So judges, you can bring in your comments. Hafiz, Yunusab, let's start with you.
Yeah, mashallah, once again, a very beautiful recitations they have submitted, and may Allah the Almighty bless them. Of course, there are always mistakes that one will want to point out. Few of them within the available time. In Tajweed, it is very important for us to take cognizance of the fact that Tajweed means Ma'rifatul Wuquf, Tajweedul Huruf, proper application of the rules of Tajweed regarding the pronunciation of the letters, and also, secondly, Ma'rifatul Wuquf, how to stop or pause and take it in continuation. Right. Recite one of the entries, we have khashi'a, he stopped on that, he paused on that, then carry it again, he carried from that particular verse, and also on this same word, khashi'a, it's supposed to be madu iwad, khashi'a, just 2 times, that 2 minutes.
Right.
Yes, but he prolonged it. Khashi'a. This is also not correct.
MashaAllah. This is a learning curve for all of us and for viewers at home as well to, judge themselves, judge our recitations, try to improve upon it, try to prepare ourselves for subsequent competitions as well. Hafiz Ayasab.
Yes, Jazakallah. The recitation of the Holy Qur'an would demand ease. It should be, in Arabic we say sahal and samah. It should be easy for you to recite. So in the rules of Tajweed, we have a takalluf, where you overpronounce things, artificiality, or a ta'assuf, where, excessiveness. Yeah. As much as possible, you try to avoid that. It should be easy and it should flow, just as the river flows. Like
MashaAllah.
Thank you.
It should be easy and it should flow. And your messages are also flowing in from the comfort of your homes. But because of time, we would try to read some of them when time allows us. That is it for Group A. And the judges are going to select 3 out of them who would continue to the next stage of the competition. We are getting ourselves ready to listen to the entries from Group B. But before then, let's have a breather.
ورتل القرآن ترتيلا.
Welcome back to the studio. If you just joined us, this is the 6th All African Qur'an Competition, and today is the first round of this competition, which will span over 4 different days in the month of Ramadan and culminate in the grand finale, where one of the participants from over 500 entries that we received is going to be crowned the winner of this year's Quran competition. We are now going into the second group, the Group B. And out of that, there are 8 entries. Out of that, 3 would be selected to go to the next stage. And to start it, we have Anisri Abdul Rahman from Nigeria. Let's have a listen.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أقم الصلاة لدلوك الشمس إلى غسق الليل وقرآن الفجر إن قرآن الفجر كان مشهودا ومن الليل فتهجد به نافلة لك عسى أن يبعثك ربك مقاما محمودا وقل رب أدخلني مدخل صدق وأخرجني مخرج صدق واجعل لي من لدنك سلطانا نصيرا وقل جاء الحق وزهق الباطل إن الباطل كان زهوقا.
MashaAllah, that was Abdul Rahman Anisri. Pardon me if I'm not able to do justice to some of the names, but he is from Nigeria. That was a beautiful recitation. We go to the next person, who is from Burkina Faso, Masroor Ahmed from Burkina Faso. Let's listen to him.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله ولتنظر نفس ما قدمت لغد واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون ولا تكونوا كالذين
فأنساهم أنفسهم أولئك هم الفاسقون لا يستوي أصحاب النار وأصحاب الجنة أصحاب الجنة هم الفائزون.
MashaAllah, Hafiz Diao Masroor Ahmed from Burkina Faso. Beautiful recitations, beautiful voices from across Africa. This is what binds us together as a Jamaat, a Khalifa of the time, and the Quran that we have as Muslims. This is what brings us all together, especially during the month of Ramadan. We go to the next entry. It's from someone from Ghana in the name of Ahmed Jibril Saeed. Ahmed Jibril Saeed is the next person. Let's listen to him.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أقم الصلاة لدلوك الشمس إلى غسق الليل وقرآن الفجر إن قرآن الفجر كان مشهودا ومن الليل فتهجد به نافلة لك عسى أن يبعثك ربك مقاما محمودا وقل رب أدخلني مدخل صدق وأخرجني مخرج صدق واجعل لي من لدنك سلطانا نصيرا وقل جاء الحق وزهق الباطل إن الباطل كان زهوقا.
MashaAllah, that was Ahmed Jibril Saeed from Ghana, and a recitation that touches the heart of a person. We go to Nigeria and we have Shafi Abqahar. Shafi Abqahar, let's have a listen before I come to the judges.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ومن الليل فتهجد به نافلة لك عسى أن يبعثك ربك مقاما محمودا وقل رب أدخلني مدخل صدق وأخرجني مخرج صدق واجعل لي من لدنك سلطانا نصيرا وقل جاء الحق وزهق الباطل إن الباطل كان زهوقا.
That was Shafi Abdul Qahar from Nigeria, and without much ado, I'll turn to the judges. Hafiz Bashir Sahab, you want to start?
These Tajweed rules, if we apply, it make our recitation more beautiful. And sometimes if we don't use them, meaning also change. Like Qul, if you say Qul, Qul mean eat, say. Qul mean say. Qul, the other one without dot, it mean eat. So meaning also change.
Yes.
So we should do our best to pronounce, to read Holy Quran with correct pronunciation. My observation about this overall, Aqimi salat liduluki shams, this portion, Zahaq al-batil. Some they miss how to pronounce za. Za is having bit vibration when you pronounce, and Zal, it is very light, no vibration. And about this Ra, some places they pronounce heavily, like akhrijni. Some they pronounce heavily, akhrijni. While you know that when Ra is coming with kasra, it is light always. But some they pronounce heavily, which is mistake.
MashaAllah. Yes, Ra that comes with the kasra is light. Hafiz Yunusab, you want to?
Absolutely. Ra has to be, when it is light, it has to be tarkik in Morocco, pronounced lightly. The same way we have examples of somebody reciting as Wakurabi. Okay, this is idgham kamil, complete amalgamation that you have to observe there. So there shouldn't be Wakurabi, and also there is also recitation. We had here that and it stopped. Then it continued from the next word. So this is not an appropriate way of pausing and also continuing.
So as we pause, we will continue now to the next recitation, who is from Kenya, Nasir Juma Tuva from Kenya. Let's have a listen.
بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أقم الصلاة لدلوك الشمس إلى غسق الليل وقرآن الفجر إن قرآن الفجر كان مشهودا ومن الليل فتهجد به نافلة لك عسى أن يبعثك ربك مقاما محمودا وقل رب أدخلني مدخل صدق وأخرجني مخرج صدق واجعل لي من لدنك سلطانا نصيرا وقل جاء الحق وزهق الباطل إن الباطل كان زهوقا.
MashaAllah. That was a very nice journey to Kenya to listen to Nasir Jumatuva. And we come back here in Ghana to listen to Muhammad Tawfiq. Muhammad Tawfiq from Ghana. Without much ado, let's have a listen.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ومن الليل فتهجد به نافلة لك عسى أن يبعثك ربك مقاما محمودا وقل رب أدخلني مدخل صدق وأخرجني مخرج صدق واجعل لي من لدنك سلطانا نصيرا وقل جاء الحق وزهق الباطل إن الباطل كان زهوقا.
MashaAllah, that was Muhammad Tawfiq from Ghana, and you would agree with me that that was yet another very beautiful recitation. This competition has not lacked a standard when it comes to the beauty of the recitations. The rest is for the judges to say. Abu Siddiq Pembe from Tanzania, he is next, and let's listen to him.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله ولتنظر نفس
when it is recited this beautifully, your heart yearns, a heart yearns to keep listening to the beautiful words of Allah the Almighty. But time will not allow us to keep listening, so we listen to the very last of today's entries in the person of Kelani Abdul Martin. It is his entry that we are going to listen now, and he is from Nigeria. Before I go to the judges, let's listen to him.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ar-Rahman. علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان.
MashaAllah, it keeps getting tougher and tougher. Judges, let me quickly turn to you because time is not on our side. I'll take just one comment. Hafiz Rahman.
My comment would be that for the recitation, the words you bring out, it should come out very clearly. What you want to say should come. I mean, say exactly what it is. Don't do as if you're swallowing part of it. Just say exactly what it is. It is one of the rules in Tajweed.
MashaAllah. And the messages have been coming from far and wide, even beyond Africa. Time will not allow me to read all the messages, but we have Maulvi Wasim from Mekani in Sierra Leone. We acknowledge receiving a message from you. Adeyemi Abdul Quddus from Nigeria. We have Thomas Sise from Sierra Leone. We have Bala Muhammad Ibrahim from Niger. Adeyemi Abdul Quddus from Nigeria. Makosia Masrur from Uganda. Ishaq Asim from Sierra Leone, Freetown. Tehsin and Nasser and family from Germany. And so on and so forth. We have from so many different countries. I've lost even count of the messages coming. Keep on coming. Keep them coming. Allah will bless you for sending them, and when we have time, we would also read them. One particular one caught my attention. It says, Sadiq Kwanza and Ayub Asamoah are listening and watching from the UK with melted hearts, hence tears. May Allah the Almighty bless all those involved in the organization of the program. Ameen. May Allah bless you too. So at this point, the judges will be collating their judgments for us to know who have passed or who have qualified to the next stage of the competition. But before then, before we announce to you, we will go and have a look at a piece that we recorded of a Hafiz, his life, his journey to becoming a Hafiz, as this whole program is also to encourage people to learn more and more the Holy Qur'an. Let's have a look at this Hafiz's profile.
Ramadan is a month of mercy, reflection and return. A month where the Quran is not only read, but lived. In every masjid, one voice rises in the night, carrying the words of Allah. Ramadan is not only a month of fasting from food and drink. It is a month of reconnecting with the Holy Qur'an. A Hafiz is not only one who memorizes the Quran, but one who carries it in his heart. Tonight, he will lead Taraweeh, standing for hours, reciting from memory, word by word, verse by verse.
Allahu Akbar. My journey of the memorization of the Holy Quran started when I was between the ages of 8 to 9. At that time, I can remember I was also going to madrasa. I was going to madrasa in the morning and then to the memorization school in the afternoon. Memorization of the Holy Quran took me almost 8 years, because I was not only focused on it, I was also going to school at the same time. During the memorization of the Holy Quran, I encounter some difficulties, because at some points to retain what I memorized was difficult. But with perseverance and discipline, I was able to complete it. Leading Tarawih in Ramadan was also another profound experience. Standing in front of a congregation, leading prayers, reciting the Holy Quran in prayer, comes with a sense of responsibility. It requires a very strong preparation. But one thing it teaches me is that self-confidence. I can remember the first time I lead prayers in congregation was in our house during Isha prayer. But that was my first time, and I was trembling while praying and making very too much mistakes, because that was my first time leading prayers, and it was Isha prayer. So leading Tarawih prayer also increases my self-confidence. The first time I led Tarawih prayer here at Beitul Salam was a very amazing experience, because it makes me to always go back to the Holy Quran and revise it. Because I can remember the first time I did the Tarawih prayer, that year I revised the entire Holy Quran. So that is one of the experience I have from leading Tarawih prayer. Another thing worth mention is that after the prayer, people approaches me, showing me appreciation and love, and my family members were very happy, especially my father. And this really keeps me motivated. Now others look up to me as an inspiration, and my younger brother is also a Hafiz.
MashaAllah. I believe the judges, who are all Hufaz, as I can see, they could relate to whatever the gentleman was saying. And let me take a moment to also thank the judges for the judgment that they've passed. And the judgment is ready. 3 people from Group A and 3 people from Group B have qualified to the next stage of the competition. And I would want to, at this point, unveil them to you, our viewers. From Group A, we have Olasupo Abdul Qahar, who has qualified, and we have Bashiruddin Ja'far, who has also qualified, and we have Muhammad Zakaria, who have also qualified. One from Ghana, Bashiruddin Ja'far, and from Benin, Olasupo Abdul Qahar, and from Nigeria, Muhammad Zakaria. Congratulations to you for qualifying to the next stage. And then to Group B. Group B, we have Masroor Ahmed from Burkina Faso, Hafiz Diao Masroor Ahmed, and we have Abu Siddiq Pembe from Tanzania, and we have Muhammad Tawfiq Hussein from Ghana. These are the 3 who have also qualified from Group B. Congratulations for making it to the next stage. Judges, this is the outcome of your judgment, but not just the outcome of your judgment, it is also the efforts that these people have put in and the blessing of God that they have made it to the next stage. Appreciations to everyone who participated. All those who participated were very good, and some have to be left out, definitely, because others have to qualify. The time is not on our side, and we will be coming your way again with the next 2 groups next Sunday, same time, 2:30 p.m. GMT. Make it a point not to miss that episode as well. And until we meet then, wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.